Hi everyone and welcome to the Hermetic Shaman. My name is Jayme, and if you're new here, I'm so glad that you have found your way to this space. If you are returning, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your continued support. Today's reading is a general collective message, intended for anyone who feels drawn to it. As always, please take what resonates with you in your personal situation and gently release what doesn't. If you are interested in booking a personal reading or a cord cutting session with me, the link to my website is in the description box below. And if this message supports you in any way, please hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a reading. Alrighty y'all, we're going to begin today with the tarot dice. Things might get a little loud for a hot minute. If you are sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe and Divine Council. What is going on in collective energy, and what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? Okay. I'm a little confused so far, and that doesn't happen quite often. So we have the Eight of Pentacles sideways. This is somebody here that's... I feel like they're quitting, they're giving up on something, and somebody here would rather explore their options. Now, the part that gets me is we have the Ace of Wands and then the Two of Cups. But we also have this Magician here reversed. So somebody here is manipulating a situation in hopes that they can get some kind of new start in regards to a relationship. They kind of want to come in and plant that seed, but also they're not really dedicated here because they just left a commitment. This is somebody here who's quitting. They're quitting before the job is even done. Because they want something better. They want to have their options, or they want to pursue their options. But yet they're looking at you like, oh, let's get something started. That's what this is. Let's get something started. But yet this is a manipulation here because somebody here has no intent in committing. Because they just left something, and this is somebody here who's in search of some kind of freedom. I feel like somebody here is trying to manipulate a situation here because they want you to come around and be one of their options. The King of Pentacles? This could be a King of Pentacles who maybe did not commit to something at the time because they still wanted to have their options. But it's like, but why now? And why is this Magician reversed? Why now? Something's not adding up here. We have the Nine of Wands sideways. And with this Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands is reversed, and the Eight of Pentacles is sideways. Again, it's that quitter. It's like, I'm gonna leave when the going gets tough. This is somebody here who doesn't have any fortitude. But they're a King of Pentacles upright. I don't know if this is an individual who has been so focused on... It feels like things in their life have been like business. Maybe that's now why. Maybe they manipulated themselves into believing that maybe you weren't someone worth investing in. And we have the Eight of Wands. This news is traveling fast. Double eights here. 88. What goes around comes back around. The Six of Swords. What's over here? The Page of Pentacles? Somebody knows that you have moved on. You've chosen peace, but now they want to come in and give you something? But I still don't like that Magician in the reverse. Why now? That's what I want to say. Why now? After all this time. Why now? Is this somebody here who decided that not to invest in you? Or maybe this is somebody here who was still working on their own stability? So they didn't, because of their own tunnel vision. They didn't allow themselves to see deeper because that wasn't what their focus was. But now they want to come in, guns a-blazing. This wand is like fully erect. Take that however it resonates. That magician's reverse. Somebody could even be wanting to come in, especially with this magician reverse, saying that now they want to commit, now they want to invest in you. But I feel like they're only doing it because their wand is fully erect. Male or female, and I'm speaking metaphorically. But this is someone here that you have moved on from. You left them in the past because maybe you realized you would never be more than just an option. And you were like, you know what? I'm not playing that game. There are definitely feelings here. Whether or not people are being honest and upfront about their feelings, that's questionable. That's extremely questionable here with this magician reversed. But this is somebody here who leaves when the going gets tough. But then how are they the King of Pentacles? Or maybe now somebody is seeing you as the King of Pentacles? Oh, that's why their wand is fully erect. But this is happening fast with this Eight of Wands. It's coming in quick. Universe, please tell us more. I don't get a good vibe off of this. Because again, I'm going to go back to that same question I keep asking. Why now? You know what? Universe, what is this person's true intentions? What is this person's true intentions? Why now, Spirit? Envy? Envy. I resent that you have what I most desire, so I will belittle your success to make myself look better. We have mirror here at the bottom. I reflect back what you project, revealing truths about yourself through what you see in me. You guys could be dealing with the twin flame if you identify with that. Doesn't have to be. But this is somebody here who's highly envious of you. And this is someone here who, maybe you're the mirror in this person's life, because obviously they're envious of you. They want what you have. So that's why they want to come back in. Yeah, they want to come back in because they're turned on by the fact that you're doing great. They want something that you have. So maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's what this manipulation is. Somebody wants to come in and manipulate you and act like they're on your team. Because they want to take something away from you. And this is someone that you walked away from because you were done playing their games. This is somebody here who's not really committed. It's giving the energy of somebody here who does like have to work. Because this Eight of Pentacles, it's sideways. It's also somebody here who quits. They quit. Like, they don't complete the job. But yet they have the nerve to be envious of you? Because you have what they most desire? Well, then stop being a quitter. This is someone here who thinks that they can always do better, always get better. I don't need this shit. This is somebody here that doesn't have discipline. Laughter. I'll be a shining light in your life and bring you laughter and joy. Someone's going to come in trying to catch you off guard to bring you laughter and joy because they're envious of you. I don't know. Is someone escaping from the mental ward is what it feels like. We have perspective. I value your opinion and would appreciate your unique approach to this situation. So somebody wants your perspective, but they're highly envious. Love. I will be a positive force in your life and only want to bring you peace and happiness. Somebody here is really putting on the show. Universe, tell us more. Maybe this is exactly what you walked away from. We have closure. It's time to resolve unfinished business and move forward in our lives. Maybe that's why this situation's coming back up. We have I'm sorry, I feel terrible for what I did, and owe you an apology. Frustrated. I'm irritated with what I can't control and what you feel and want you to feel as badly as I do. Frustrated. That's what's hiding behind this I'm sorry. Something here is not... Somebody here is putting on a show. They're going to be putting on an act. Take this moment as closure to close out this chapter as a reminder of what it is that you have, I want to say, fled from. It feels like you fled spiritually. It's like you're miles away. Somebody here is frustrated and they want you to feel as badly as they do because they're highly envious. They want what you have. Excuse me. I'm going to take this as confirmation. So they might even want to be coming in with that Ace of Wands here. Like, I don't know, trying to catch you off guard by trying to, like, lower your guard here with this laughter, Ace of Wands energy. And then they might be like, oh, you know, I'm sorry for how I treated you in the past. And I don't know, someone's looking for a way in, but it's like they're going to pull out all of the stops because they want to make it believable. But don't. This person's still envious. They're envious and they're frustrated. Universe, please tell us more. Why now? Because they're frustrated in their life. Nothing's going good for them. Universe, tell us more, please. The King of Swords in the reverse. There's the liar. And here's the Magician. A King of Swords here is trying to manifest a brand new beginning. A King of Swords in the reverse. We have a liar, a manipulator, a cheat. This is someone here who's inauthentic. This is somebody here who doesn't believe in truth. They don't believe in the facts. They don't want to listen to the truth. This is also somebody here who doesn't live in truth. We have this Knight of Wands in the reverse. Somebody here is acting. This could be somebody who's very reckless, impulsive. This is somebody here, this is that frustrated energy. This is that I'm frustrated and I want you to feel as badly as I do. That's what this Knight of Wands in the reverse is. So somebody here is putting into motion some kind of plan that they put together with this Magician. They're putting some kind of plan. Because they don't want something to be over. They don't want you to have peace. They don't want you to have moved on from them. But yet this is somebody here who I feel like constantly under-delivered in your life with this Eight of Pentacles sideways. They under-delivered, and when you needed them most, they were nowhere to be found with this Nine of Wands reversed. Universe, please tell us more. I do have strong Libra Virgo, Gemini energy here. Could be a Cappy with that King of Pentacles. The Two of Cups is reversed. Somebody doesn't want a karmic relationship to be over. However this karmic relationship is to you, family, friend, love, or business. They don't want something here to be over, so they're concocting some kind of plan, or they're putting some kind of plan here into motion because they don't want something to be over. But they also don't like what it is that you're reflecting back to them. Maybe this is somebody here who's jealous and envious of the fact that you're the King of Pentacles. I mean, obviously this person quits when the going gets tough, but in order to be the King of Pentacles, you got to be somebody here who perseveres. You got to commit, you got to follow through, even when you don't want to do the job. You got to buckle down and get the work done. I feel like you've been dealing with somebody here who always tries to find the easy way out and then likes to belittle your success to make themselves look better. The Four of Wands is in the reverse too. Whoever this individual is, they're losing support. That contract is over. Nobody supports this contract going forward anymore. Nobody does. Nobody believes in it. Because the Four of Wands is the ceremony of the lovers. I know this is the Two of Cups that I just picked up, but it's the ceremony of the lovers, and the precursor to the lovers is the Two of Cups. But this is when everybody gets together, and when you're, sharing your nuptials, right, you usually have witnesses present. People are not in support of this. This contract is over. It's null and void. And somebody is trying to keep something alive because, like I said, you're their mirror, and they don't want to have to take accountability, and they don't want to transform. They want to go back to how things used to be. So they're kind of hoping that you would go back and double back on your word. And that's why they want to come in laughing with you, wanting to have a kiki, essentially. But why now? There are ulterior motives involved and at play here. Maybe this person wants something. Obviously, they want something that you have. I already answered that question. They want something that you have. I don't know what it is, collective, for each and every single one of you. It's you might know the answer to that question, but they want what you have. Universe, tell us more. The Five of Pentacles upright and the Seven of Swords reversed. They don't like being left out in the cold now that they've been caught for being a liar, a cheater, and deceiver here. That's why they want to come in and they want to apologize. They don't like how they feel. But yeah, I also don't feel like somebody here is going to put in the work. They're only going to level some kind of confusion with the Seven of Cups. Again, playing their game here. Maybe somebody here doesn't have, or they feel like they don't have people on their side. Obviously with that Four of Wands in the reverse. Because now they're out in the cold because people see this person as somebody here who's extremely deceptive in their dealings with relationships. They're highly deceptive. They just don't like the fact that they have been caught. And maybe they can't handle the persecution with this Nine of Wands in the reverse. But again, it's not driving them to change. Because they don't want that change to happen. But they want to come in and apologize, but yet this person's still frustrated and up to the same bullshit that they were up to before. So this is somebody who's like claiming, it's giving the energy of like, yeah, let's put this behind us. But in all actuality, it's like, that's not their intent. They want to pick up right where they left off. The World reverse. They want to pick up right where they left off. And again, they want to create confusion. with this Two of Pentacles. Something here about going back and forth. They want the back and forth again. That's another infinity symbol, and we have one here right above this magician. What goes around comes back around. Somebody here is probably trying to stop some kind of fated event, karma even. Maybe they're trying to stop you from receiving some kind of dharma. They don't like the fact that you are so at ease with this laughter and this Six of Swords. You're at peace, and you're having a good time, a good grand old time without them. Something here about the way that you're shining now, whatever it's reflecting back to them, really has them in their feelings. But it's like instead of processing, somebody doesn't want to put in the work. That's what this is. They don't want to put in the work to do something the right way, especially with that Eight of Pentacles sideways. This could be somebody here who likes to finagle or half-ass their work, their commitments. Take it however it resonates. I'm speaking in regards to relationships, family, friend, lover, business. Universe, tell us more. The Page of Pentacles, it came out sideways. Somebody here wants to make an offer, they want to make an opportunity, or they're trying to block you from receiving some kind of offer and opportunity, and from you taking it. It's like the Knight of Wands reversed. There's that frustration. Somebody here is frustrated at the fact that you are taking a new opportunity, or you're going to be receiving a new opportunity. Yeah. Somebody here doesn't want something to be over. They don't want you to cross that finish line, and they're extremely frustrated and resentful of you and envious. Because an opportunity is getting ready to come in. They see you doing better without them. And it's making them feel some kind of way. And now they're like, well, how do I get back on their good side? Because I want what they have. Universe. Remember how I started this reading? I was trying to give somebody like the benefit of the doubt, or trying to give the energy the benefit of the doubt. But this person's still frustrated. Wow, thank you. I started this off trying to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, because that's how it looked like on the outside, until we got deeper. You're going to have to go deeper. When dealing with this individual, you cannot take anything that they say at face value. You're going to have to reflect on it. And again, this is someone here that you walked away from, Eight of Cups, and you decided to head towards peace with this Six of Swords. Remember the path that you are on, which is that Ace of Pentacles path. Remember why you even got on it in the first place. Somebody here is still frustrated, and they're angry that you walked away and that you chose peace above all else. You chose your peace. They're frustrated. They don't like being seen as this liar and manipulator. Then maybe they should stop lying and manipulating. Excuse me. Another way that I'm seeing this too, somebody here could have even been actively planting seeds of lies in regards to some kind of manifestation that you are working on. Maybe they were trying to block this opportunity from coming your way, something here that you have been manifesting, that you have been working towards. But at the end of the day, it maybe that's why you walked away from them in the first place. You could have walked away from this person because they were getting in the middle of you and your manifestations, because, I don't know, maybe they were envious of you, like, oh, they're gonna do another thing, right? Whoever I'm speaking to, like, maybe you constantly, like, reinvent yourself, like, maybe you're always on to the next thing, like, you know, like, maybe you're pushing yourself. So somebody tried to get in the middle of something here that you were manifesting, and now that you're receiving the fruits of your labor, and that opportunities are blossoming for you, it's like, oh, now I'm envious, I want what they have, but yet they were actively trying to stop you from having it? So weird. Somebody here is not happy or excited, but they are going to receive some news that's going to make them even more angry with this Page of Wands in the reverse. And that's the fact that the truth is seen, and you're wise now with this Hermit card. You have gone within. You're shining your light, and you don't give a fuck about anybody, if they like it or they don't. This has something to do with you being your authentic, real self, your true healed version. Your healing is exposing somebody's wounds. That's what it is, and the truth is completely evident here with the Two of Swords reverse. Somebody's angry about that. They're angry because they're no longer in your life to be able to belittle your success. This is somebody here who enjoyed belittling you in the past and made them feel better about themselves. Maybe that's why this person even kept you around in the first place. But they're obviously, I'm gonna say this, they ain't shit with this Eight of Pentacles sideways. This half-ass. It's like somebody trying to half-ass their way through life. And then belittling other people in the process? Oh. That's like bottom of the barrel. Give me one moment, y'all. Okay, y'all, I am back. Universe, please tell us more for the collective. Universe, please tell us more for the collective. We have Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. I feel like somebody is trying to make you go down some kind of journey, make you repeat some kind of lesson that you've already learned. You've already learned this. That's why you've tapped in to this abundance. That's why you're making something happen now. You've already learned the lesson. And the lesson was protect your peace at all costs. Because that's what's going to bring you true happiness. If you keep trying to put your happiness in the hands of other people, you're always going to be disappointed. And maybe that's the dynamic and the lesson here that you had to learn. We also have Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. You have a stubborn, aggressive person here who, wants you to, retrace your steps. This person wants you to retrace your steps. And we have Owl, good advice from a wise person. You could be receiving great advice from a wise person. Maybe a wise person told you, hey, you need to move on from this individual. They're only bringing you nothing but problems. This person is a hater. And something here about there's a lot of animals here. Maybe this person here is in their lower self. Maybe they're still more in their animal self. Very animalistic, in a sense, very primal. Universe, tell us more. We have Pale, time to get out of a situation. That's what it is. You had to get out of this situation here. There were obstacles that you needed to overcome, and I feel like it's this stubborn, aggressive person who was putting these obstacles on your way because they wanted you to retrace your steps. Because again, you're the mirror. This is somebody here who's not keeping up with you, or they feel like they need to keep up with you. But you're not trying to... I feel like you're not trying to show off. You're keeping up with yourself. Again, with that hermit, you're following the beat of your own drum. You're following your own light. Universe, please tell us more. We have a new job and career. And spiritual love. This tells me that your manifestation is taking root with the spiritual love and new job and career. That's a green light from the universe. The universe is proud of you for walking away and for choosing peace. Because maybe now they're like, we can give you all of these blessings, everything that you have been asking for, but we weren't able to give it to you because there was this envious person lurking with their hand out and plotting on how to take things from you. This is somebody here who overpromises and underdelivers. Always. And yet, and then they belittle you? And then they act like they're your friend to your face? No. We have shields. You need to defend yourself. Keep your guard up with this person. Because they're hoping that you can lower your wards in order for them to, like, strike. This King of Swords in the reverse, it's also giving me somebody here who's really prone to emotions. They can't think logically. They can't think rationally. We have Target, a goal-oriented person. You are a goal-oriented person. You always hit your target. You always make your mark. Maybe somebody's always mad at the fact that you always hit your target. You always get what it is that you're searching for. It's because I feel like you don't give up. You're this King of Pentacles. See, and even in the beginning of this reading, it's like, I was like, oh, is it them? Why would they do this? But if they're like this, somebody here wants to be seen as this King of Pentacles, but they're a King of Swords in the reverse. They want to be seen as you. We have bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. You're going to be receiving some kind of news, package, or letter. Some kind of information here is being delivered to you. Somebody here has been trying to delay this. Maybe this person's been trying to delay this news from reaching to you. Maybe they've been trying to keep you distracted. And whatever it is, they never wanted you to be able to get this manifestation to come to fruition. Remember, somebody here wanted to be seen as you. Somebody here could have been trying to distort the truth. For some of you, like, maybe somebody here was, like, lying, but they never wanted something to happen for you because it would disprove their lie. Maybe this could even have to do with, like, the legal system. So that's why they were doing all of this pressure. That's for someone. Universe, please tell us more. I think I'm going to pull out the Scrabble cards today. Universe, tell us more. There is no peace without war. There is no peace without war. There is no turning back. There is no turning back. I feel like this bridge has already been burned a long time ago. There's no turning back. Again, this energy here of somebody wanting you to retrace your retrace your steps. Something here about retracing a trip or something? Something here about a trip? That's for someone. But there is no war. I mean, there is no peace without war. You've already won the war. You've won it. You've won it. There's no turning back now. And somebody here is hoping that you would turn it back. We have chaos, sorrow, madness, struggle, agony, falsehood. Someone here is being fake. They're frustrated. They're angry. They're angry that you had won and that the bridge is burned because you became wiser. Maybe something here with this person, maybe things have always been easily mended in the past. I don't know. Universe, tell us more. This could have been somebody here who has been extremely envious of you, and they've been belittling you behind your back, saying that, oh, the collective's never going to make it. Whatever they've been manifesting, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And I'm going to tell you why it can never happen, because they were trying to act like they were that King of Pentacles, but they were the King of Swords in the reverse. So now that you've made it happen, everyone's looking like, are you even who you say you are? Because now you're looking like a fool. Heavy tidings, signal of unease, a grim message. I don't feel like this is for you. I feel like with this person trying to come in hot, trying to revive something with you, it almost feels like they're going to be... it feels like a door is being slammed in somebody's face. We have confinement. Maybe that's the bad news. Maybe somebody here is receiving bad news that their lies have caught up to them, to the point where they're being confined, spiritually, physically. Somebody wanted war. They wanted war at all costs. They wanted to win. But now they're being confined. All of their multiple masks are being revealed. Somebody is frustrated, and they're mad, and they're blaming you. Again, it's always your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. No matter what you do, it's your fault. You're nowhere to be found. Like I said, you could even be miles away, and it's your fault. Breaking the mirage, clearing the fog, the mist. The mirage is being broken here. The mirage is being broken. We have this kindle a spark at the bottom. Yeah, that's why somebody wants to rekindle a spark here. Because your fortune's protected, because of your mystic power, because of your spiritual energy. Because of the fact that you have mind-body unity. Universe, tell us more. You are very, very loved in the spiritual realm at this time. I feel like you're even being celebrated here because you hit a target that the universe is extremely proud of you for with this spiritual love. Something new is manifesting for you. As you sow, so shall you reap. This person, maybe this person was even lying on you behind the scenes to try and get you to be confined in some kind of way. This could either be like somebody you're trying to physically get you confined, mentally confined, spiritually confined, or even like confined in a society, right? In your group, in your environment, wanting you ostracized in some kind of way. Whatever seeds that they planted for this is now manifesting for them. And maybe that lie that they said about you to try and get you locked up, this is for someone who's dealing with this specifically, that lie that they said about you to be locked up is being cleared up because Your reputation, your character, the way that you conduct yourself here with that King of Pentacles is proving them wrong, right? You managed to still accomplish something here. And I feel like whatever this is that you accomplish, it contradicted whatever lie was being said about you. Like, for example, maybe you have been trying to build a business the past couple of years, and somebody, you know, and maybe it hasn't kicked off or whatever it is, right? At the time, maybe not many people knew about it, or many people didn't believe in you, or it was still an idea as opposed to an end product. But now that the end product is out, it's like, oh, so that's what you've been doing this whole time. And so it's not what this King of Swords in the reverse said. So you weren't on the street corner type of vibe. No, because if you were, you wouldn't have had the time to create this product. Something here from start to finish, this journey here that you went down. Somebody was trying to use, I don't know, the downtime of it to try and get you confined, but you still managed to pull it off. You still did it because you're the King of Pentacles. You're always going to follow through. When you commit to something, you see it through to the end. And you removed the obstacle that was in the way. That was walking away from this person who was secretly envious of you. You got rid of the problem. You got rid of the problem. And now somebody here is feeling exposed, and they don't like the fact that they're feeling exposed. Because now they have limited options. And I feel like this is somebody here who uses a lot of people. And maybe part of this confinement was using you as a scapegoat. But either way, that mirage is breaking. It's broken. Whoever I'm speaking to, you have embraced your true being. Again, that mind-body unity. And you're about to reap everything that you've sown in a good way. You're about to see the fruits to your labor. And somebody here is going to be reaping the confinement that they had for you. Maybe that's why they want to come back in. With all this laughter and this whole, like, let's go have a kiki type of vibe. Because they're hoping that they would dodge this confinement. Well, if the collective acts nice to me, if we get to kiki again, then, you know, I guess we're good. And I don't feel like that's what they're going to get with you, collective. I really don't. But, again, make your own decision here. But I also feel like you're on the cusp of receiving something good. And usually when that's the case, that's when the past likes to rear its ugly head. Don't fall for it. You walked away. You walked away the first time for a reason. Remember that reason. Continue to remember that reason. Actually, let me clean this up. Universe, please tell us more. I finally got my hair cut. My hair's still not long enough for what I want, but at least we got it cut so we can, like, grow into it. We have rebound. Temporary comfort, avoiding loneliness, quick replacement, just to forget. This is somebody here who wants to rebound because nothing is working out in their life. We have behind the mask, and we have let it go. Let it go. Isn't that from Frozen? Or am I wrong? Hidden emotions, concealing true self, afraid to show reality. No one sees the real me. So we have someone wearing a mask who wants to rebuild a bridge back into your life after you've let them go and release them because they need you to make them feel better about themselves. And then they also want to belittle you. I feel like you're done with the games. That's what it is. You're done with the games. You're not playing these games anymore with people. You're not doing it. Releasing grudges, emotional freedom, forgiving yourself and others, freeing your heart. You have freed your heart. Somebody wants to come back. That's what they want. They want a rebound. They want temporary comfort. Universe, please tell us more. Drama queen. Don't get pulled into the drama. If peace showed up, they'd start a fight out of boredom. Don't get roped back into the drama. Wait, scam alert. What's the reading that I just did the other day? Will the real scam artist please stand up? Maybe they got the... Maybe they are standing up. They're like, you know what? Let me give this another go. You're gonna be shot down, buddy. It's not always just about money, clout, access, reputation. There are many ways to get played. So this drama queen wants to come back in to your life wearing a mask to try and rope you back in to some shit. They want to rope you back in to some drama. Look how that guy's wearing a drama mask. They want to rope you back into some drama. They don't like all of this peace that you have. They don't. They don't. And something here about real receipts. Maybe you hold the real receipts. Maybe it's in your truth. Maybe it's in the fact that you see, maybe this person feels like you're holding a grudge because maybe you've released them, but you've never reconnected. Like, just because I forgive you doesn't mean I need to allow you back in type of vibe. You have moved on. You moved forward with your life. You've made peace with the past and you've moved forward. And somebody's still taking it in some kind of way. So maybe they want to come in and bring you drama. That's why they want to start all this back up. Because they're like, who are you to just be happy without me in your life? But the real receipts. The screenshots were saved and the messages were archived. The evidence is airtight and ready to blow things up. And we did have confinement. Something here is about to be blown up. For those of you that are dealing with someone, like I said earlier, who maybe even lied in the courts or something here about you, I mean, their receipts are about to blow up somebody's lie. There's some kind of receipts. You did something in the 3D, something here that you manifested that totally contradicted what they were saying about you, because there are receipts. Whatever you did, like I said, from beginning to end, there are receipts. That time that you allocated to creating that product, right, for example, is all archived. Universe, give me one more. We have good karma and living large. Somebody is mad that you're going to be able to be living large soon and you're receiving good karma because you let it go. Oh. Something done in good faith is coming back multiplied. Energy never disappears, it circulates. Luxury is the new baseline. They're not just dabbling in wealth, they're dwelling in it. You're going to be dwelling in wealth, my dear? Maybe you're dwelling in a lot of good karma. Maybe you're very luxurious spiritual-wise. Karma-wise. You filled up that bank. And now that you're making all of these withdrawals from your karma, and maybe now that the universe is finally allowing you to make those withdrawals because you walked away. You chose peace. You learned the difficult lesson. about who was the enemy that was hiding in your camp. Oh, somebody's big time mad. Excuse me. Wolf in sheep's clothing, and we have Boss Daddy. Or Boss Mommy. Take it how it resonates. It's like now you're in your boss era. And somebody here's not happy about it. This drama queen. Like, this is how I'm seeing this. If this is a man, it's like an overly dramatic man. And if this is a woman, it is an overly aggressive woman. If that makes any sense. Like, this is like a woman who's in deep masculine and distorted masculine energy. And if this is a man, he's in like distorted feminine energy. Either way, whoever this person is, they have a bad reputation, the scam artist. They don't like the fact that they have a bad reputation. Maybe they were trying to tarnish your name by trying to give you a bad reputation here, but the facts don't line up with what people are seeing. And maybe you have had people creeping on you. People trying to see if what they were saying they were true. Somebody were trying to force their way. This person's being looked at as a punk, as somebody here who's weak. They have to force people to get their way. To get what they want. And they're clout hungry. So that's part of their bad reputation, how somebody has just been trying to chase clout, trying to chase attention, how they'll say anything and do anything and make shit up. Somebody here could even be being in trouble of even like losing their children here with child services. Or they were trying to report something here. Maybe they were trying to report that you were neglectful, that you were abusive in some kind of way to some kind of authority. Universe, tell us more. Divination abuser. These people could have even been abusing divination to find out what you were up to, or to find out what you have for good karma in this whole living large energy. They were trying to figure out what it all was. Maybe they don't have access to it anymore. For some of you who are into divination, maybe they could have been trying to claim that you were abusing divination. We have reflecting here at the bottom of the deck. That's that strong hermit vibes. I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, again, you're just marching to the beat of your own drum. You're just ignoring them. You're like, I don't care. We have into you at the bottom. Yeah, this is somebody who pretends to be into you because they want to steal off of you. They want to duplicate you. They want to feed off you. They want to know what you're up to, what lingo you're using nowadays. So that way, you know, they can act and pretend to be you to everyone else. To try and, you know, wear your energy as a mask. Universe, please give me one more. You're being asked to dust it off. Somebody here is being seen as somebody here who has no facts. They're clout hungry. They make shit up. That's what they're being seen as. Somebody here who has no facts. And somebody's mad that you just dusted him off? Maybe that's part of the frustration? I don't think this person knows exactly why they're frustrated. They're angry at all of it. Like I said, you put them in their feelings. You put them in their feelings. I'm going to clean this up. We're going to pull out these Scrabble tiles. We'll be right back, though. Alrighty, y'all. I am back. We're going to be using the Scrabble tiles. Things might get a little loud again for a hot minute. If you are sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe. Any final messages and confirmations here for the collective, please? Any final messages and confirmations for the collective? Someone's name could be RJ. I have the number 95. Somebody could have been born in 95. I have the number 73. Somebody could have been born in 73. I have the number 92. The number 94. The 90s are heavily present. That's my remote to my phone. We have the number 2. Maybe somebody here always wanted you to be seen as second best. We have Nadine. Someone's name could be Nadine. Or something here about NAD Plus, like that vitamin supplement. Maybe somebody is taking it or thinking about taking it. We have Mine. We have somebody here who's extremely selfish. We have CVS. Somebody here could work at CVS or something here to do with CVS. Sorry, my knee just got really itchy all of a sudden. My left knee. Someone's name could be Shane. Something here about an MD, a doctor. Maybe something to do with the prescription that goes to CVS or something. We have Mass. Something here about Massachusetts. Or something here about Ma. Maybe somebody calls their mom Ma. We have the number 90. I have Bojack. Maybe somebody's name is Bojack. Something here about a VHS tape. I don't even think they still had those, but... It's coming up that you're sane. Like sane. Something here about a man. Someone's name could be Elliot. I think I spelled it right. I don't know, but I saw Elliot. Someone's name could be Sarah. Someone's name could be Ruben, or something about a Reuben sandwich. I think Elliot has an I in it. I finally spelled his name right. Don't come for me. Sorry, Elliot. Something here about a wok. Maybe somebody here cooks with a wok. Someone's name could be Andy. Andrew. Something here about Hot Topic. Maybe somebody shops at Hot Topic. Someone's name could be Henry. Something here about and one. Like the sports thing. Someone's name could be Jack. Something about a jack-o'-lantern, maybe? I think we're a little too late for that, but maybe somebody here is like wicked into Halloween? Or like horror or something? Someone's name could be Zane. Someone's name could be Alan. Someone's name could be Sam, Samantha. Someone's name could be Ben, Benji. Something here about a Word document. A Word doc. We have Lord. So maybe someone's last name is Lord, or something here to do with the Lord. Someone's name could be Shaylee. Something about a junior. Someone's name could be Davy, David. Someone's name could be Haley. Someone's name could be Mike, Michael. Someone here could wear Nikes. Maybe somebody wears a lot of Nikes. Or that's all they wear is Nikes. I don't know. Someone here could be DL. Something here is going to crash. Some kind of truth is going to come out because this D and L, like, crash together. The full truth is going to finally come together in a situation. We have Lowe. Maybe somebody's last name is Lowe. Or something here to do with Lowe's. Someone's name could be Matt, Matthew. I have Al. Someone's name could be Al. Something here with music. Someone's name could be Rose. Rosa. Something here to do with the VIN, a VIN number of a car. Or someone's name could be Vin. We have Will. Somebody's name could be Will. Or something here involving a Will. Something here about blood type. Like, what is it? RH negative or RH something? Somebody could have like a rare blood type or something. Something here, sir. Maybe somebody likes to be called sir, or something here to do with like the military, or like, I don't know, some kind of, the way you speak, I don't know, some kind of system here. That's how you speak to the authority. Something here about Arkansas, or something here to do with an arc. Something here about fog. Maybe somebody has been trying to, maybe that's part of that mirage, that illusion, or I don't know, something here about like use your fog lights, like be careful traveling when there's fog out. I don't know. Something here with a deer, like maybe be careful of deer when it's foggy out, if that resonates with you. Something here about an HOA. Something here about helium? Like that thing that you used to blow up balloons? Or somebody was trying to blow something up? I have DV here. Maybe somebody here did DV. You know, domestic stuff. That's no bueno. Someone's name could be Bonnie, or something here to do with, excuse me, Bonnie and Clyde? Or someone's name is Bonnie. Something here about, what is it, Blue Bonnet? Like, margarine or something? Something to do with margarine? Or somebody is trying to butter something up? Something here about a loan? Normally I get so many different numbers. Someone's name could be Gil, Gilly, or somebody didn't, it's like, I'm also getting this energy here of like somebody throwing you into the water, but like they didn't realize that you had gills. Somebody did not know your capabilities. We have a clone. Maybe this person was trying to pretend to be like your clone. Maybe they're trying to clone you on the outside, but they can never clone your soul. Something here about Tennessee. Someone's name could be Ray. Someone's name could be Kay, K-A-Y. Something here about the ER. We did have an MD. Maybe this is an ER doctor. We have JD. Someone's initials could be JD, LR, WD. Something about WD-40. Maybe somebody needs WD-40. Something about Atlanta. Something about AT&T. I have DJ, MJ, DW. Someone's name could be Fiona. Someone's name could be Corey. Someone's name could be Joe. Jojo. Someone's name could be Dan. Daniels. Someone's name could be Helen. Something here about your aunt, or somebody here could be Latino. I have Tia. Something here about a fire department. Someone's name could be Dorothy. Someone's name could be Jane. Jayme. Something here about a hawk. Someone's name could be Ross, or somebody could shop at Ross. Someone's name could be Wilma. Wally. Someone's name could be Jeff. Something here about liquid propane. Something about a Jeep. Maybe somebody here drives a Jeep. VJ. Something about a man again. Something about CAD. Isn't that like what engineers use to like draw or something, like the CAD programs? Someone's name could be Lewis. Something here about a video. Someone's name could be Kevin, Tori, Katie. Madeline, Mindy. Something about Dr. Pepper. Maybe somebody drinks Dr. Pepper. We have CJ. Somebody could go by the name of CJ. I have Gwen. AJ. Aja. Something about a TM. Isn't that like when you copyright something? Or trademark or something? Something here about LA. Something here about Wisconsin. Aren't they known for their cheese or something? I don't know. Don't come for me. I just watch TV. Something here about the law. Something here about an ADA or a DA. Kirk. Someone's name could be Kirk. Something here about a police department. Someone's name could be Ava. Someone's name could be Lori. Okay. Universe, please tell us more for the collective so we can close this out. Please. We have change. Change is on the horizon, collective. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. You're no longer resisting. You're now going with the flow. Because you're at peace. You've embraced the transformation here with all of these butterflies. Universe, tell us more. This has to do by you standing in your truth, because I'm getting throat chakra energy here with all this blue. Something here about the way that you communicate and the way that you express has transformed. Maybe you're no longer holding yourself back. Maybe that was a piece of it. For someone, we have invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready. God, pursue me. You embraced the change and you allowed the universe to pursue you. You invited help from the universe and you embraced its wisdom here and went down the path towards transformation. And whatever this has to do, I feel like this has to do with you speaking up for yourself. We have individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth School. You followed the plan that was laid out for you this lifetime. I feel like whatever's going down right now too, you are so loved. Remember, we saw that spiritual love from the universe. You are so loved right now that whatever this person was trying to do, or even whatever plan they're trying to do now, the universe is confident that you're going to be able to see right through them. And maybe this needs to be the final nail in the coffin, whatever this closure is that you might need to give them to bring this full circle. Maybe it's the closure of saying, no, I forgive you, but you can stay over there. There's no hard feelings, there's no beef. Maybe that's what you need to physically say. But yet still keep your boundaries, still be able to protect your peace. And it's no hard feelings, but I've moved on from that. That's the energy that you need to be in. Remember, don't look back or you'll turn into a pillar of salt. When will this cold finally go away? Universe, please tell me more. Abundance. Abundance. You can't be stopped at this time. And somebody here is frustrated, but they're not getting it. They're not getting it. They're not following their individualized study plan for their lifetime. Somebody thinks that it's a one box fits all for everyone, and that's not the case. Universe, please give us an affirmation for the collective. We have joy. Joy is gonna come right out. We have joy. That's what's being given. Joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it'll make it way better. Today I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Maybe I'm the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. I knew there was something here to do with butter. Maybe that's what the butter is. Maybe it's time for you to stop buttering things up. Start sprinkling joy where you want to see joy. It's time for you to wave your wand. Give it to that Orville Redenbacher, you know? Give it good, or give it hard, or whatever. Whatever people say. I don't know. Make it rain on that popcorn. Universe, please give us a final message for the collective. Thank you, Universe. We have generosity. Number 10. Compassion for others is a natural result of being aware and conscious of your own feelings. When you are generous in spirit, you take complete responsibility for your life. Work with Ganesha to assist you with stepping up to do the right thing. This is especially important when you are filled with fear and conflicting feelings. Respect others and live a conscious life. Champion others, support them, and actively want them to succeed. Living from this space can create an open heart and mind that will touch anyone who comes into your presence. Be tolerant of ideas and behaviors that may not align with your own thoughts. Spend more time looking at what is good and positive in someone else rather than what you judge as negative or bad. Embrace others' differences. Give freely and from your heart. Choose to no longer manipulate, and do not do favors with strings attached. As you continue to give, you may find that you no longer envy others. You will be able to give easily, at the same time receive when the same is offered to you. This will go a long way to eliminating the feeling of being separated from others, and you may find yourself genuinely happy. Look for and assume the best in people and treat others with respect and acceptance. Maybe this has to do with your generosity in some kind of way. Maybe somebody's mad that you're just not being generous to them, and they're seeing your generosity go everywhere. And somebody's highly envious of that. Well, they shouldn't have burned the bridge. They're the ones that started the war. And unfortunately, when it comes to war, sometimes there are casualties. Somebody wasn't looking where they were aiming. And somebody here collected the receipts. But that is what I have for y'all today. I am sending you all lots of love, and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao.